Hello guys, today we'll be looking at inbuilt Python functions. Now, when we say inbuilt Python functions, meaning that we want to call out functions that are already embedded in Python library. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at three inbuilt functions, all right, in Python. Now, the first one we're going to look at is we're going to look at the Lambda function. Okay, the Lambda function. So to use the Lambda function now, let us know what a Lambda function is all about. Okay, a Lambda function helps us to perform a specific output or a specific task. Okay, so it just performs a single expression. A perfect example we can give is, let's say we create a variable, we call it area. We want to calculate the area of a circle. So I call it area underscore RCE is equals to lambda. So when I call it lambda, it's given a green color because it's an inbuilt function. Then I pass in the length, comma, breadth. So to calculate the area of a circle, length times breadth. So I pass in the two parameters, semicolon, then the expression. Remember, lambda only performs one expression, that is one task, or you can call it action. Okay, so we say L multiplied by D. Okay, so this instruction having two variables, having two arguments here, L and B, perform a multiplication. Now, I say print the area of a rectangle is, I pass in the name, the variable, that's the area. I'm passing this underscore rec. Then I pass in the two L and B. So I pass in 20 and 50. We give random numbers, 20 and 50. And remember, I close my curly bracket and double quotient and the bracket. Okay, so now when I run this now, you see the area of a rectangle is 1000, meaning that using the 20 and the 50, we're able to perform a multiplication. So the lambda helps us just to perform a single action. Okay, it's just designed to be used only once. All right, then another instance whereby we can use lambda. Okay, now I want to check if a number is even or not even. So I'm going to create a variable called even underscore odd is equals to the lambda norm semicolon, and I say using the f string letters, I say the norm is an even number. Then use the conditional statement if. Please ensure you close your double quotient that I used here. Please ensure you close it, comma, then if norm remainder 2. How do we get an even number? Divided by remainder of 0. It's an even number. If it has 1, division remainder of 1 is an odd number. So say if the remainder is equal to 0, is going to be an even number. Then we say else. We write the statement saying norm is an odd number. Okay. So when we do this now, and I pass in a number, now prompt the user to enter a number. Enter a number. Then I say print even odd, and I call the variable norm. So what we're trying to say now, we give a condition saying the even odd, if a number is an even number, if the remainder is equal to 0, else is an odd number. Okay, so if we run this now, it's going to prompt us to ask for a number. Okay, I think let's remove this comma, double. Okay, so when I run it now, you see enter a number. So enter a number 5, and you see 5 is an odd number because the check is not a remainder, does not have a remainder of 0, so it's an odd number. If I run this again and I put 6, 6 is an even number. All right, now the next one we're going to go into now is the map function. Okay, so now the map function helps us to perform a task on each of the members of a object. Okay, so a situation where we can use a map now. Let's say we have numbers. I create a number, call it num1 is equal to, called number 3, 5, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Okay, now we want to perform using this operation, the even odd, on these numbers. Okay, now it's going to, what the map function is going to do for us is that it's going to perform whether it's an even or odd number on each of these elements we have. Okay, now I say print list, because it's the list, remember, square bracket, and I pass in map, and I pass in the instruction that is the even odd. I'm calling the even odd, then I'm passing the parameters, which the element which is going to use to perform this action. Okay, please ensure you close your bracket 3 times. So when I run it now, it's going to give us an output. Okay, print, okay, num1, num1. So when we do this now, you can see it's calculating for each of them. If it's the even number, odd number, you see 3 odd number, 6 even number, 7 odd number, and the likes. Okay, that's how to use a map function. All right, then for filters now, if you want to use a filter, we can use a filter in this manner. So let's say we want to get an information. Let's say we have names here is equal to, then I write a list of names. So I say Ben, Joe, Peter, and one more. Let's have one more, Daniel. So now let's say we want to print the informations that start with B. So I can say start is equal to the lambda, I call it x, and I say x dot start with, we want to get B. Okay, then now I'm going to say operation, which is a variable that's going to hold the list, open bracket, the list, filters, and I pass in the instruction that is start, comma, then the names. So close your brackets. So if we run this now, that's to print the operation, print operation, close the bracket. So if we run this now, okay, it said was never closed. Okay. Now if I run this now, we are going to have, okay, that start, okay, the start. So we have to put the S that start with. So if I run this now, we have pen. Okay, so just change that and put the S. So now we have an operation, num, okay, a list of names. Now we now created a command using the lambda saying give us give us a set of words or a set of names that start with B. Okay, then we created a variable, we call it a list, then the filter, open bracket, the start, which is the instruction, and the names. So it's going to perform this instruction on the iterable object, the list, and it's going to give us pen. So assuming I add pen, Ben or Benson, and I run this again now, we are going to have two variables present. Okay, so that's how we use a filter. I hope we are able to understand how to use inbuilt Python function.